Hi everybody, welcome back to SlipTwpKnit. I'm Shelby and I come to you from Shelby Township, Michigan, which is where I do my knitting. If you're new here, welcome, and if you are a returning viewer, welcome back, thank you. And I wanted to give a special shout out to my cousin Sam, who over Thanksgiving told me that he watches my podcast, or at least the first 5 minutes. So thanks Sam, appreciate it. If you're new here, the origins of my podcast name come from where I live, because I'm Shelby from Shelby Township. We also call it here locally, we call it the Twipp or Shelby Twp. So on Instagram and on Ravelry, I am Shelby from the Twipp. And I also incorporated the Twipp into my podcast name by doing it a mashup of the Twipp and the SlipTwpKnit decrease stitch. Hence SlipTwpKnit. I hope those of you who celebrate Thanksgiving had a very good Thanksgiving over the weekend, and I hope it was just a good weekend in general. And I hope you're having, you're not getting too stressed out about thinking about the holidays or any of that. And if you have any gift knits, I hope those are well underway and you are not stressing yourself out too much. Please don't stress yourself out. A couple things that I'm going to be sharing today. I have a few finished objects, and then I have two whips right now to discuss. I have a couple other whips, but I just haven't really done anything with those. So I'll start with the finished objects. So first and foremost, last time I was working on these, and these are my heel toe do-si-do socks. And last time I was doing these, I was on the toe of sock number 2. And they were not quite done yet because I had yet to do the heel. So as you can see, I have done heels. I did Afterthought heels. And I was really scared to do them. And the first one was, I felt like I was getting ready to do surgery or something. It was like, oh my god, I am about to cut my knitting. I'm about to cut my knitting wide open. I did it. Sock number 1 was so scary. Sock number 2 was like, pfft, I already did it once, it's fine. But I'm happy. If you're unfamiliar with the heel toe do-si-do, this is a sock pattern by the Crazy Sock Lady, and I knit mine. I did a little bit different. I extended the chevron pattern onto the back of the leg as well. So the yarn I used for this is the self-striping yarn, is from a Michigan brand of yarn. It's called Knitterly Things, and it's the Vesper Sock yarn, and the colorway is in Bold and Beautiful. And then the heels, toes, and cuffs I did in Knit Picks Stroll in the color Dogwood Heather. So to do the Afterthought heel, this was the first time I ever did it. Like I said, sock number 1 was really nerve-wracking. I thought for sure I was gonna mess up. I thought I was going to, I don't know what I thought I was going to, but I thought something was gonna happen. It didn't. They're nice. I blocked them with my Tuft Woolens soap, so they smell nice. And I don't know if I have really any other thoughts on these. It was a super fun pattern to make. I think I'm probably gonna make another pair here shortly. The only thing I might do is they are a little loose on me, so I may remove a couple stitches on the next pair I do, but we'll see. I don't want to interfere with the chevron pattern. I'll probably, if I eliminate anything, I'm going to eliminate some of the stitches over on the ends. So super easy, super fun, flew by, and I did an Afterthought heel. I'm so happy about it. I just can't help but admire my handiwork. And then the second finished object I have is the Christmas cracker hat I made for my sister's boyfriend last time. I mean, last time I was more or less done. I was like right here. So it's done. I'm still gonna put a pom-pom on it, and I haven't woven the ends in. I'm not too concerned about it. I think he'll like it, which is what matters most. And it's enormous. I didn't really deviate from the pattern too much, but I wanted him to be able to roll the brim, so I did add a little extra ribbing there. And I still need to black it, but I will. Oh, and this is the Christmas cracker hat by Faye Kennington, and this is super fun. This was my first time doing color work, and I'm really pleased with how it turned out. I also really want to do one for myself, but more on that later. And then, it being December 1st, I suppose I am not done with gift knits, but now I am up to my elbows in them because it's December 1st. So this one is a finished object. I finished it in the wee hours of this morning. I finished it at about midnight. I made this hat. It is Sun by the Water by Drops Design, and I knit this in Knit Picks Swish DK in the color black, and I made it for my friend James, who used to live in Michigan but now lives in Jacksonville, Florida, but I guess it still gets cold up there. So I made him a hat. And it's like actually a really tedious knit. It's really tedious. It's like 1 by 1 rib. No, not 1 by 1 rib. Oh my god, that would be even worse. It's 2 by 2 rib. It's pretty tedious, but at least I know he'll wear it. So I guess I just have to deal. So it's been blocking for like the last 5 or so hours. So it's still drying. It'll be fine. But I needed to get that one done. I cast that one on the day before Thanksgiving, and then I finished it. So it was kind of, it took me, I was working on it at Thanksgiving. It took about 4 days for me to complete, but I think that's pretty good. I need that to be in the mail by December 17th. So I have a couple other things that I'm going to send him, including some cookies. But I have some time to work on those cookies. But the hat at least is done. So 3 finished objects is pretty good for me, to be completely honest, I feel. So now we can talk about whips. I don't have many whips to talk about today. So I will talk about the hat I'm currently working on for my father. It is literally the same hat that I knit for James, except this time it is in brown. Still Knit Picks Swish DK, but I'm doing it in, this is the Swish DK in the color bark, which is to say it's brown. But I figure brown was a safe bet for my dad. The only other color I would have thought to do is blaze orange, and Knit Picks does not have blaze orange. So I figured brown would be a safe bet. And if brown wasn't a safe bet, I would have done like green. But I don't know if my dad likes green. so I did brown because I know he'll wear brown. I cast this one on today, so I've made some pretty good progress, but I still have about 8 inches of this to go. 8 inches of 2x2 rib. So my future looks a little bleak. And then I was telling you about the Christmas cracker hat. I cast one on for myself, and I'm doing it this color, and this looks way more magenta on camera than it is in real life, I think. But this is Knit Picks Swish DK in the color Bordeaux. It just looks so magenta on camera. And I'm hacking it because I want there to be some pretty substantial rib on it so I can fold the brim on mine. But I'm wondering if maybe I should still go down half a needle size, because this is, it's kind of loose. So I haven't decided. I think I'm gonna work on my dad's hat first, and then I have to make a hat. Well, I don't have to. I wanted to make a hat for my grandma as well. So we'll see how quickly I can get those two off the needles before I go back to my hat. That's about it. I'm gonna keep this short. It's Sunday night that I'm recording this, and I need to go up Tuesday, and I have work in the morning, and I need to edit tomorrow, but I have gym Tuesday morning, so if I edit tomorrow, I have to do it before I go to bed, and I hopefully am not going to be up too late. So I'm just trying to think of, like, you know, the good news is it's short. Hopefully you're going to get a little bit of time back too, and I hopefully will have a little bit more chatter for you next time. That would be nice. But until then, please go watch someone else's podcast. Have a nice day. Happy knitting. Bye.